Well friends, today we're going to be taking out the SM Elite for her first spin since coming out of war stocks. Been sitting in a crate for probably 50-60 years, and these are the first shots of this rifle. And some of you have been asking for an accuracy video. Here are the first shots from this rifle. Take that for what it's worth and what this rifle is going to be capable of doing. I'm hoping for the best, and today we're going to give her a new name. She's going to get a name. Oh yeah, it's got to have a name. So what you want to try to do is examine each piece of brass that gets fired out of your rifle. Right, you're going to do the roll test, see if it's got any kind of funny shape to it, because it's going to fire form to the dimensions of your chamber. So you're going to want to inspect your ammunition to see if your chamber is cut true or if it's got a bulge in it. That'll show in the fired cases that come out of your rifle. And I've chosen hand loads with a Hornady 174 grain round nose at 0.312 inch diameter. I wanted to run a fatter bullet with this rifle because what I'm doing is I'm burnishing the barrel. Basically it's called fire lapping, where I'm cleaning in between each individual shot, trying to break the barrel in, because it has seen a little bit of corrosion from being totally coppered up for decades and decades and decades, and actually between 50 to 60 years conceivably, maybe more, that this barrel has had copper fouling. And what happens is you get corrosion after you've removed all the copper. You get a bit of a frosty bore. So in between each one of these shots, I'm giving the rifle a pull through. First 10 rounds out of this old girl. Give it a pull through between each shot, and that's about 10 rounds and 3 inches for shots. I haven't done anything with the sights. And you know what? It dawned on me that this is kind of emotional, actually. I'm feeling emotions right now because there was a very good chance that the last time this rifle was shot, that it was by a Canadian or a British combat soldier somewhere over in Europe. So I just wanted to see where they had their sights. And this thing is pretty much set up on spec. It's maybe a little bit high at 200 where it's supposed to be 0. This group should be approximately, center of group should be around 4 inches high at 100. And we're more like, the front sight's a little bit low on this, so we're a little bit higher. But that's the way this combat veteran had this, combat soldier had this rifle configured, was to shoot like this. Wow. It really kind of starts to hit home when you realize the last person that used this rifle operationally might have been shooting at Italians or Germans. Wow. Just hit me. Just just dawned on me. This thing's been sitting in crates for 60 years. Last time it saw service, it was probably during the wartime. Who knows, maybe even North Koreans were in the sights of this rifle. There you go. This rifle is going to be a shooter. That's phenomenal. And it's about average from a really tight Lee Enfield. I don't know if this tape is going to stick. It's pissing rain today. I got to patch this target. I want to shoot another 10 rounds and see if we. Now I'm just going to shoot 10 rounds. I'm going to give the bore a proper cleaning. I'm going to give it one following shot, and then I'm going to shoot 10 rounds straight without cleaning in between. And we'll do a deliberate shoot, and then we'll get into some action shooting and see what she'll do in rapid fire. You know, if I waited for it to stop raining, I need to leave the house. I've already given this a pull through, but this time I'm using a little bit of bore solution in the patch. This is after 10 rounds. This is after giving it a pull through in between each round. And this patch, I can tell you, this patch is black. Even though I've been giving it a pull through, Uncle Mike's pull through between every round. Yeah, I love the smell of that CLP. It's great stuff. A little bit behind in the ears and probably run the nuts. Not sure if that's good or bad. We'll put a clean patch through. Oh yeah, that's going to be a shooter, this one. I've been thinking that this rifle deserves a name. Came off the production line, assembled in 1945. Got a 43 dated barrel on her. So she may or may not have seen active duty service. I'm sure she did, judging by the way she's been treated. She's lived a military life, that much I'm sure of. She served with Canadian and British armies. Who knows what she's seen, what she's done, where she's been. She deserves a name. Okay. Irene. Her name is going to be Irene. Somebody very special to me is called Irene. Not Eileen, but Irene. Okay. Let's get back to shooting. Runs pretty good. 10 rounds. That wasn't exactly a deliberate shoot either. We got ourselves a shooter here, folks. This is good. Of course, we got to do a little bit of a correction with the sight alignment, but 10 rounds, 2.5 inches. That's off bags. Frankly, I can do about the same prone unsupported with these rifles. I'm not going to do anything with the sights because I just realized I had my rear sight set to 350 yards. It must have got bumped. I thought it was on 2, but rookie mistake. So it probably is where it's supposed to be, just a little bit to the left. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Thanks, Martin, over at Kerwin Arms. That's where I got this Lee Enfield All-C Broad Arrow marked Canadian issue 1945 dated dispersal rifle. So its parts and components came from 43 different factories spread all across the UK and were assembled by BSA, but she's got it where it counts. Standing unsupported at 200 meter steel, which is about 6 inches across. It's actually a railway, piece of railway track on its end. And I can just see it. So I'm going to try to hit it. Okay, where is it? Right at it. A little bit stiff compared to my number 4s. I think it's got to do with the quality of the milling. It's binding just a little bit, but not too bad. Still running pretty fast. Well, friends, I would say that this is an excellent start. I mean, this rifle is it is a shooter, no doubt in my mind. Irene, the SMLE, and well, do I ever feel fortunate to be able to include her in the family? We're going to see some trail time with this rifle for sure. I actually just prefer carrying the SMLE in the rifle than the number 4. The balance point is right where I'm holding it, immediately forward of the magazine. I mean, it just balances perfectly in this spot. You know, loaded or unloaded, the balance point is about the same. Considering, and this is, by the way, stocked in beech with the walnut handguards, the buttstock and the forestock are beechwood. So the heft on this rifle is quite considerable. This is a heavy rifle, but it's so solid and strong. I mean, and that weight just eats up the recoil. This is so beautiful to shoot. The trigger is probably in the neighborhood of around 6.5 pounds, a little bit stiff for the second stage, but the first stage is around 3 pounds with a 6.5 pound second stage. I'm used to shooting the Enfields. That's not bad. It means that there's lots of tension on that cocking piece and the sear, but it is what it is, and I ain't changing a damn thing about it. It's going to keep it the way it is. And we got her fairly wet, fairly hot today, and some of that oil that I've been pounding into the stock and the handguards is just starting to leak out a little bit. So that's good. That's what I want to see. That tells me now that I'm ready to start the linseed oil, the boiled linseed oil treatment as a waterproofing for the wood on this stock. A beautiful piece of wood. It's dimpled and it's experienced. What a rifle, and a real honor to have this in the collection. And I'd like to thank the veteran that carried this during those terrible wars. I'd like to wish him absolute the best, absolutely the best. Your rifle's in good hands. You'll be well taken care of and loved and maintained and kept in operational shape. Hope you're all doing well. The SMLA, Irene the SMLA says goodbye. Until another time, hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, Maple Leaf out.